This tutorial explains how to start working with Subsurface Mobile and how to connect it to the cloud. Subsurface Mobile is full-featured and smartphone-based divelog software that allows the recording of scuba or free dives. It also allows the manipulation and archival of this information. Subsurface Mobile has two operating modes, cloud mode and offline mode. Cloud mode has the advantage of the automatic, secure and free archival of dive information on the internet. Offline or non-cloud mode is sometimes useful for divers that do not have internet access or do not wish to use the cloud for storage. With cloud mode enabled, Subsurface Mobile allows interaction with the desktop-based version of Subsurface that runs on Windows, Linux and Mac. This allows more detailed interpretation of a divelog. Nevertheless, Subsurface Mobile is designed to operate as a self-sufficient tool for collecting, managing and storing divelogs. Let us start with a demo. I assume you have downloaded Subsurface Mobile from the Android Play Store and that it shows as an icon on the screen of your phone. Tap this icon. After some initialization, a credentials screen opens. This is where you have to choose between cloud mode and no cloud or offline mode. If you wish to use no cloud mode, tap the no cloud button. You will be presented with an empty dive list to which you can start adding dives as described at the end of this tutorial. If you choose cloud mode, the connection between your phone and the Subsurface cloud server needs to be created. To do this, you need to provide a username and password that the cloud server will use to ensure secure communication with your smartphone. Obviously, establishing this communication requires that your phone has access to the internet. The email address on this screen represents your user ID. Even if your email address changes, the address provided to Subsurface will always be used by the cloud server. Then provide a password. In order to promote security of access to your dive data, it is recommended that the password should comprise at least 8 alphabetic, upper and lower case as well as numeric characters. Then tap the button labeled Sign in or Register. This sends the email and password to the cloud server. Subsurface Mobile acknowledges this and presents you with a screen to enter a PIN. This security is required to ensure that registration on the cloud server is by a real and bona fide person. Wait for the email from Subsurface to arrive and get the PIN. This email is the only time that Subsurface Cloud will ever send email to you. If you do not receive this email, ensure that your email address has been typed correctly in the previous screen. Type the PIN you received into the field provided on the screen, then tap the Register button. You are done. The link to the cloud has now been established. After a few moments, you are presented with an empty dive list. You can open the main menu by tapping the button in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. You can return from the main menu by tapping the button at the bottom right of the menu. You have now successfully initialized Subsurface Mobile and you can start entering divelog data by hand or based on information downloaded from a dive computer. This brings us to the end of this tutorial.